Hello everyone. In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the Globe and Mail out of Canada. It was published on May 17th and is written by Colleen Long. Before we do, I just want to say, I apologize. I just want to apologize for not putting up content more regularly. I've been working on a couple scripts, and what free time I've had during the week has gone to that. So, one of them I'm hoping to get out next week. The other one, I've gone a little bit of a different direction with it, and I need to add a couple things in. But that hasn't helped on that note. So I just thought I would, give a heads up and apologize for that. Anyway, the title of the article here: Border Patrol to fly migrants from Texas to California 3 times per week to ease overcrowding. There is some definite poetic karma, however you want to look at it, justice involved with that. They're getting sent there to then be sent out to other places. It's like a staging area, but how many of them are actually going to stick around to get shipped out to other areas? No, they're going to hit California and be like, see ya. Anyway, the U.S. Border Patrol said Friday that it would fly hundreds of migrant families from South Texas to San Diego for processing, and that it was considering flights to Detroit, Miami, and Buffalo, New York. Which I have to say on that, though, even more of that poetic karma or whatever justice it is. Because if you look, Detroit, Democrat-controlled shithole sanctuary city. Real shithole. That'll add to that shithole motif that they're going for there. Miami is kind of a Democrat central place for Florida. Buffalo, New York, the whole state. Buffalo and New York City are pretty Democrat. Outside those two areas, it's more Republican. But the capital city, I think that's kind of a thing of, we're going to send them there, and maybe the people at the Capitol will be like, well, shit, not in my backyard. That's how I'm kind of feeling the vibe off of that one as. The flights are the latest sign of how the Border Patrol is struggling to keep up with the large numbers of Central American families that are reaching the U.S. border with Mexico, especially in Texas. Moving migrants to less crowded places is expected to distribute the workload more evenly. Now, here's the thing. They keep trying to push this narrative of it all being Central American families. They put them up at the front. They're like the human shields, we'll say, for lack of a better term. And they use them to parade them around as they're walking in, which it's more single men, to cover up that fact. Because they know the optics of a bunch of single men showing up the border isn't good for them. And it doesn't help that, regardless if it's in Canada, the U.S., Europe, wherever, the left-leaning press helps to keep perpetuating that false narrative. But see, they want to do that because they want the open borders. Flights from Texas's Rio Grande Valley to San Diego were to begin Friday and continue indefinitely 3 times a week, with each flight carrying 120 to 135 people, said Douglas Harrison, the Border Patrol's interim San Diego sector chief. That's fine by me. Because, they're having to put out over 1,000. You put all these people in California and go, hey, you want them? Take them. That's fine by me. I have absolutely no problem with that. Because if you're going to come to this country, actually immigrate, that means you have to come here legally. You have to go through the hoops. That means you have to pay for your visas and everything like that. And I bring up my friend from Guatemala on this note. He went through all those things. He jumped through all the hoops. And it's a smack to his face for going through the system and being a good person to want to follow our laws when this happens. It truly is a smack to his face. And you can tell by how he looks at the illegals coming across the border that's how he feels. And it pisses him off even more that, like, with the caravans, the majority of them are coming from Guatemala. Because he knows, because he has family there. There's work. They just don't want to do it. Because they want to come here, be able to sit on their ass and play PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Jesus. At least they're going to a place where they're wanted, or they claimed that they were wanted until, hey, we'll ship them to you. No, well, wait a minute. Second thought, fine by me. We don't have an end date, Harrison told reporters. This is a contingency operation. We've got to give the people in the Rio Grande Valley some relief. Well, no shit. They've needed relief for a very long time because the border has been an issue for many years. Plans to fly from Rio Grande Valley to Detroit, Miami, and Buffalo were preliminary, Harrison said. Authorities were researching available airports and the ability for nonprofit groups to provide temporary assistance. Which, a bunch of them are like, oh, no, we can't do it. Nope. Their tunes change when it's talking about their backyard, I'm sure. Alrighty, U.S. authorities are moving 4 buses a day from the Rio Grande Valley to Laredo, Texas, about 100 miles away. There is also a daily flight contracted through U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to Del Rio, Texas, about 275 miles away. Yeah, Texas is feeling the brunt of this. To me, it should be, Massachusetts, target them right in Boston, because it's sanctuary. Vermont, throw them right in Burlington, sanctuary. Because, they get the right idea with what they're doing with New York going for the state's capital. Throw them all in the capitals. Watch how fast the politicians change their tunes. Agents in the Rio Grande Valley will collect biographical information and do a medical screening before sending migrants to San Diego on flights contracted by ICE, Harrison said. Migrants will go from San Diego International Airport to a Border Patrol station, where they will be fingerprinted, interviewed, and screened again for medical problems. Processing at the station typically takes hours. Well, at least after all the diseases that they let forth into this country, and it came out, a major contributing factor to the whole measles outbreak in the U.S. are the illegals. With stuff like that coming out, at least now they're screening them twice. Give the time for a little gestation to go on. And they're fingerprinting them. That'll always be good. I'm not saying that they're all criminals, but it's not their best that they're sending. And it would be good to be able to, when they finally, if and when they finally commit a crime, to be able to figure out who the fuck they are. This is just... I seriously just hope that they send them just to sanctuary cities like Trump threatened. Or stated, promised. It wasn't necessarily a threat, but you know what I mean. ICE will decide whether to release or detain the families in San Diego. Its practice since October has been to quickly release families in the U.S. with notices to appear in immigration court. Now, here we go. This is the good one. They're released, right in California. Whether they're going to plan a release or detain them in San Diego. Well, if they give them a release, these people will try to blend in and get it, how do I want to put this? Get it to where they can start sucking off the California teat. The flights could further strain the San Diego Rapid Response Network, a coalition of religious and civics groups that has provided temporary shelter to asylum-seeking families since large-scale releases began in October. San Diego County has sued the Trump administration to recover costs. Fuck you, you're volunteer, you choose to do it, that's out of your own damn pocket. Why should you be going, well, we volunteered to do this, where's our money? We want our reimbursement. No, that's not how it works. And the thing is California, you say, oh, we want you. We're going to be a sanctuary state. San Diego, aren't you a sanctuary city? That's all on you. If you got a problem with it, change how you do things within your city. Change your ordinance in your city. Say we're no longer going to be a place for sanctuary for illegals. Then maybe you won't have any problems. Just a thought. San Diego Rapid Response Network said it would shelter migrants who are flown from Texas, just as the organization has done for thousands of migrants released in California. It said the potential influx underscores the urgent need for a permanent long-term migrant shelter in San Diego. No, it doesn't. No. It does not do that. What it does do is actually show the urgent need to start deporting people. It also shows there's an urgent need to build a goddamn wall. But oh no, we'll forget about that. We'll just look at the fact of, we'll make a long-term shelter. That isn't going to solve your damn problem. Controlling the flow is what will solve the damn problem. Short flights cost the federal government about $6,000 each, officials said. I'm fine with that. I got no problems with them paying $6,000 to move 100 people, 130, 120, 150 people, whatever it is. That's fine by me. It wasn't immediately clear how much longer flights cost. Good money spent. I would prefer it being spent to send them across the border, but hey, Border Patrol agents do some processing remotely by video conference. But Harrison said stations in the Rio Grande Valley had run out of room to even do that. What the? Oh my God! What the hell are they supposed to be able to ascertain via fucking Skype when interviewing? Give me a break. San Diego, he said, had room to hold migrants for up to 72 hours and staff to process them, which stations on the northern border lack. Well, that's because we don't have this influx of Canadians, trying to come into the United States. You know, you hoser. All right, we don't have the McKenzie brothers, coming across the Canadian border looking for free shit. They already collect more free shit up there. And if anyone can knows what the McKenzie brothers reference is, you're a connoisseur of great 80s comedy from some comedic geniuses. It's stupid. It's stupid comedy, but it's funny. It's a funny movie. Oh shit! I gave part of that away. Damn it. Anyway, but yeah, we don't have the McKenzie brothers coming across, in their rundown van with a couple cases of beer in the back, Going, we want free shit, How about free healthcare, Oh wait, we already got that in Canada, Come on now. Of course the things are lacking up there. Because no one from Canada wants to come here. Well, they do, but legally. Border arrests have surged since the summer to 98,977 in April, nearly 3 times what they were a year earlier. Nearly 7 out of every 10 came as families or with children traveling alone. The Rio Grande Valley was by far the busiest corridor, followed by El Paso, Texas. Now, here's the thing. This Canuck here, she's assuming that they were families when they're finding shit tons of people who are using kids as human shields to get across the goddamn border because of DNA testing. That's one thing they don't want to talk about, is you literally have people using children to get across the border. Because the inconvenient truth of that is what happens to these children after their use is done. Are they killing them? Are they putting them into sex trafficking, child slavery? We don't know. And they don't, with this idea of they don't send their best, that's a good example of it. So that's another reason why they don't want to talk about it. The Border Patrol says it is detaining about 8,000 people at a time in the Rio Grande Valley, double its maximum capacity, even with a 500-person tent it opened up earlier this month. Yet we have no no crisis at the border. Okay. Sure, The agency said Friday it would open 4 new temporary structures in the Rio Grande Valley that will have generators, lighting, and air conditioning. Ooh. Sounds like they're going to be living pretty fucking high off the hog. On taxpayer dime. Because they went, I want free shit. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm entitled to come to the United States. Must be fucking nice. Really must be nice. It released photos showing people lying on grass or pavement outside 2 of its stations with mylar sheets for blankets. Well, you'd think, hey, maybe they'd go, you know what? They got too many people coming in. Maybe I should wait, or I should try coming in legally. No. They just want to exacerbate the problem because they feel that they're entitled to come to this country. There is this sense of entitlement that when it comes to the United States and just showing up here. And it's because the idea of Ellis Island and the immigration that took place during its heyday has been romanticized. And it and the romanticization of it have become politicized. It's really that simple on that note. Because it really wasn't, just show up and you're welcome here. And they had quarantines and shit like that. They don't talk about that, but they want the romanticized, politicized idea of Ellis Island immigration. Not the reality of it, because the reality of it would be we'd be detaining all these people. They'd be sitting there for months. They would actually have to show why they deserve to come into this country. They would have to show, by being quarantined and tested, that they're disease-free. All those things that should be done and are being called racist these days. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.